This is the Beginner Sampler Quilt 2017. It has 12 different block patterns in it. The block size is 12.5 inches. It has a really basic sashing pattern going through it and a simple border. And if you're interested in making this quilt, here is the supply list. I'm just going to go over the supplies that you need just to make the quilt blocks, because I don't want you to overbuy things right now, especially if this is your first quilt and you are just getting started. Buy just a little bit at a time so it doesn't break your pocketbook in half. So to make the blocks, the fabrics that you'll need are just mostly small pieces of fabric to make your blocks. Use up your scrap pile. Go there first before you start buying fabric. But if you need to buy fabric, you're going to need anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 yard of fabric. Or you can even buy fat quarters. You can get really good prices on some fat quarters. I recommend you use a rotary cutter and not scissors. If scissors is all you can afford, then you'll just have to work with that. But the rotary cutter gives you very accurate cutting. I recommend you just get the 45mm size. There are larger ones, but they're very expensive, and the bigger the blade, the more expensive it's going to be. Also, it would be a good idea to have at least one backup blade, but it is cheaper if you buy more than one blade in a package. Check out Amazon.com for these supplies, for your rotary cutters, the blades, and the rulers that I'm going to recommend you use. I highly recommend, this is probably the most important ruler you can get, is a 12.5 inch square acrylic ruler that is designed for rotary cutting. So you can go to fabric shops, you can go to Amazon.com, you can get really great deals. Then you're going to need a 24 inch long ruler. Either get the 6 inch wide or the 8 inch wide. These are fat quarters. You can get these at Joann Fabrics and Crafts or Joann.com. Almost all of your quilt fabric shops will have fat quarters. Also, check out Amazon.com, eQuilter.com, and even Fabric.com. They all sell fat quarter fabrics. If you go to Joann's, go in there with coupons so that you can get anywhere up to a half off on your fat quarters. Remember to go through your scrap pile. This is just some of my scraps, so if you have any of those lying around, use them up in this quilt. This is the 12.5 inch square ruler. Now, there's a variety of companies that make this. I am not recommending any company over another. To me, they're all about the same. But if you want to know what this is OmniGrid. This is the most important ruler you can buy if you're just getting started. This is that 24 inch ruler. This is really important when you're cutting out long strips of fabric. Really important. This is the 8.5 inch wide ruler. I absolutely love this one. It's easier to control. I don't recommend if you're just starting out, that you get this little skinny ruler to cut out your long strips of fabric. I find it more difficult to control. But if it's all you can afford, by all means go ahead and get it, because something is better than nothing. This is a 24 by 36 inch rotary cutting mat. It's very important you have a rotary cutting mat underneath that rotary cutter when you are cutting. Try to get the largest one, I should say, that you can afford. One good place I've discovered that has rotary cutting mats inexpensively is some of your Walmart stores actually have fabric departments, and they sell all of your quilting supplies there and fabrics. So if you've got a Walmart store in your area that has a fabric department, check it out. You can also buy their same supplies on Walmart.com and have it shipped to your store for free, or of course shipped to your home for a fee. Here are rotary cutters. This is the 45mm rotary cutter. So this is the one I recommend you get if you're just starting out. This is the 60mm. This one's considerably more money, and the blades are very expensive. Here is a package of rotary cutting blades. Just make sure that you're using the correct blades that fit your rotary cutter. So look at the manufacturer's name and make sure everything matches up. Also, as far as thread goes, I recommend you just use a neutral thread that you can use on all your blocks. I don't want you running out and buying 24 different colors. This is a very light beige and this is a cream color. So this is really all you need as far as thread and cutting implements. To watch the video for block number 1 and all the other videos involved in making this quilt, you want to go to the very end of this video where you will see a green screen. Click on the link that's in your upper left-hand corner. It will say Beginner Sampler Quilt 2017. It's a playlist. So in there it's going to list all of the videos, and just go ahead and click on block number 1. When you are viewing these videos, it might reference to just using 3 different colors in your quilt. Ignore that and use as many colors as you want. Make this a scrappy quilt. It's more economical for you, and you won't have to put out as much money when you're just getting started making this quilt. I do hope you take on this project. You will learn so much, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be an enjoyable experience for you. If you liked this video, please click on thumbs up. Also, there's a curved arrow there. Click on that to share this with your friends. Maybe you have friends who want to learn how to make a quilt also. And then if you haven't subscribed, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Don't forget to enter your email address and click on that little bell so you receive email notifications about my latest videos. At the Sewing Room channel, we make all kinds of things. Quilts, handbags, pillows, table runners, you name it, we pretty much make it here. So I think you will really enjoy being a subscriber to this channel. Again, I'm Cheryl. I'm so glad you came to my sewing room. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing.